This is the IAM RoadSmart Lincolnshire Guide to Powdery Vehicle Checks. P is for petrol or diesel. Always make sure you fuel up before a long journey. You'll need enough to get you to your destination or the nearest petrol station. We all know that the fuel gauge on the dashboard tells you how much fuel you've got, but did you know that the arrow next to the fuel pump symbol tells you which side your filler is? O is for oil. Most newer cars tell you when you need to top up the oil, but it's still good practice to check your oil regularly. To do this, you'll have to look under the bonnet. You'll need to pull the lever under the dashboard and then release the catch under the front of the bonnet. The things you need to check are generally colour coded under the bonnet, and in this case we're looking for the yellow handle on top of the oil dipstick. For this stage you'll need to make sure that the engine is cold, and it's handy to have some kitchen towel to wipe the dipstick on. Simply pull on the yellow handle and the dipstick will slide out. Now you need to wipe the end of the dipstick clean, and you'll see that there are two ridges where the oil is designed to sit. Now you need to fully reinsert the dipstick into the hole that it came out of. And then you need to remove the dipstick again, because this time we're going to check the oil level. Hopefully you can see that the oil is sat nicely in between the two ridges. This suggests that the oil level is correct on this vehicle. If it's not, we would recommend that you take your car to a garage to get it topped up. W is for water. The engine coolant system is quite easy to check. Most have a bottle like this on the side with a minimum and maximum level, but again, it's something that's best left to a garage to top up. Your windscreen washer bottle is normally easy to identify because it has a blue cap. Most modern cars tell you when your washer fluid is low, but it's really easy to top up, and here we're using a pre-mixed screen wash. A funnel can really help you here, and you simply pour the liquid into the filler at a gentle pace. It's always best to go careful at this stage because it's difficult to know when the car is full. However, on most cars you can see the liquid moving up the pipe. D is for damage. This stage requires a simple walk around the car checking for damage on the body, the wheels, the lights and the windscreen. In a moment we will be checking the tyres in more detail. E is for electrics. A really good way of checking the electric system on your car is to simply turn on the ignition and then start the car. Most warning lights should extinguish once you've started the car, other than the parking brake. You'll also see that the seat belt warning light is on this vehicle, because I didn't have my seatbelt on. You should always check that the horn works too. It's also good to check your windows work as well, assuming they're electric. And now let's check that the mirrors work. Yep, they're fine. And now the washer jets and the wipers. And let's not forget the lights. An easy way of doing these is to park against a wall at night and look at the reflection. R is for rubber. Your tyres are one of the most important components of your car. It's important that you check them regularly. Here we're looking at the wear markers on this tyre. But it's also important to look at the condition of the tyre to make sure that there's no cracks in the sidewalls. Did you know you could also use a 20p piece to check the depth of your tyre? The ridge around the edge is the same depth as the legal requirement for the tread depth of your tyre. So if it disappears, the tread depth is fine like this one. Tyre pressures are also really important. Your user manual will tell you whereabouts on the car you can find them. On this car they're on a sticker on the inside edge of the driver's door. They will cover all models of cars, so make sure you get the pressures for the right size tyre for your car. You'll need a tyre pressure gauge to check your tyres. Start by removing the dust cap. Now place the gauge firmly onto the tyre valve and it will give you a reading. This one says 40.5 psi. It needs to be 39, so we're going to release a little bit of air. Here we're releasing air by pressing a button at the back of the gauge. There you go, that's right. If there's not enough air in the tyre, you simply need to pump them up and check them again. Now let's put the dust cap back on. And let's not forget, your windscreen wipers are also made of rubber. It's important to check that they're not damaged, and it's good to keep them clean. And just as importantly, Y is for you. Without you behind the wheel, your car simply will not drive. But have you been under the weather? Please ask yourself if you're fit to be in control of your vehicle before you go anywhere. We hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you want to learn more about what we do, you can find us at IAM Lincolnshire at our website and social media channels.